What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Talk with Viewers, episode 165. My name is Miles, and today we're going to do a complete breakdown of the FIFA Club World Cup.
Take you for a ride like a rodeo. Yeah, but this ain't no boat. Dance all night till the sun come up, and we can't two-step no more. We can live wild like a rodeo. Yeah, but this ain't no boat. Yeah, this ain't no boat. Yeah, this ain't no boat. Got the cleats in my feet, no yays. When they see me coming, they scream Olay. Spanglish flow with the country music. You can ball out there, funny, stupid. Cue the Jordan to my Pippin, baby. Turn the tractor into a...
So FIFA Club World Cup is right around the corner. Games start on Saturday, and that is going to be the opening match in Miami. But first, let's talk about what the heck is this, what our predictions are, plus let's get into each of the group stages, who's making it out, and who's going to be winning it all. But first, let's talk about what this tournament is. This is a 32-team tournament consisting of some of the best teams across the nation of every major soccer league. We got English teams in here, Spanish teams, we got Saudi Arabian teams, we got American teams, Mexican teams. We can go on with the list. We got a lot of teams to talk about because we got 32 teams. We got 8 groups, 4 in each group. Only 2 make it out to the group stages, or out of the group stages to the knockout stages, and then it's a single elimination tournament, just like a normal World Cup. When it came to the nations, we're just bringing clubs into this. So my expectations for this, I don't really know too much about it. I mean, I know enough about the teams and the formatting and things like that, but what kind of teams are we going to see here? Are we going to see A teams? Are we going to see a B team of some of these big squads? Like, for example, PSG, coming off a UEFA Champions League title. They won the treble, so that means they won all 4 major trophies that they could this season. Can they bring a big team here to the United States for this kind of tournament that not a lot of people know about because it's the inaugural season? We don't really know what to expect. I'm not too sure. I would say they're probably not going to. I would say most of them are probably going to use this as like a summer trip, like they use in friendlies all year long, or all the years past. So I would figure maybe that kind of formatting for some of these bigger teams like PSG, like Man City, like Real Madrid. But for teams like Real Madrid, who did not win a UEFA Champions League, who did not win La Liga, a team like Inter Milan, who did not win Serie A, or made all the way to the finals of the Champions League and fell short, can they all go out and be like, we won a trophy, this is the trophy we're going to get, we're going to win the inaugural season of this tournament? I could see that as well. So I don't know the kind of formatting that some of these teams are going to be looking at when it comes to their squad development. But for the most part, I still actually am very excited about this tournament. I think it's going to be pretty cool to watch it on TV, especially when you see teams that are a small team in Asia going up against a big powerhouse in Europe. It's going to be very cool to watch that, especially for those players, the once-in-a-lifetime experience of playing some of these big squads, big name teams there. So what are we going to talk about this episode? We're going to talk about each of the group stages, the 4 teams that are in there, plus who's going to make it out, my group stage winner and runner-up. Then we'll go into the bracket. We got graphics to help out with all of this to make it a lot easier for you guys to follow along. So you guys are on the podcast channels, the Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Go check out the YouTube channels because there's a lot of good graphics out there. You guys can follow along with me a little bit easier. So we're going to talk about that, and then talk about the knockout stages, who I think is going to win, who's going to win it all, a couple players to shout out, and things like that. So let's get straight into it since we got a lot to talk about. We're going to start off in Group A, where we have Inter Miami being the star-studded of this one, along with FC Porto, Al Ahly, and Palmeiras. I'm just going to say right now, I am not very good with some of these names. Some of these teams I've never heard of. Some of these teams I know what they're supposed to say, like the pronunciations of these teams, and I just struggle saying it. So apologies now to anybody who's a fan of these teams and I cannot pronounce the team. I'm going to try my best. But moving forward, these are the 4 teams in Group A. Honestly, Inter Miami is really the only exciting one out of this group. They're the host nation. They're coming out of the MLS. 16 games played, 8-5-3 in MLS play, plus 9 goal differential. But obviously, they got the big star-studded forward, midfielders, and defenders. Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets, Luis Suarez, and of course, Lionel Messi, who is my GOAT. And I think this is going to be an easy group for Miami to make it out. So I got Miami winning this group, and I got SC Porto being runners up in this one. I got Porto, pretty solid team out of the Portuguese Premier League, Primeira Liga, excuse me. 22-5-7 in their league, 35 goal differential. Diego Costa, really good goaltender. I think he's going to put up some big numbers for them. And they have a 67% chance of making it out of the group. So I really do think they're going to make it out. Palmeiras, I think, is a team that could make it out, but I got to take Miami. I got to roll with the MLS squads here. I think it's going to be a very tough group for Miami to kind of beat Palmeiras, but I can see them drawing with that, winning against Al Hilal, and then maybe FC Porto getting a dub there as well. So now let's head to Group B, where we have the UEFA Champions League winners in here. PSG being the star-stutter in here. Atletico Madrid, Botafogo, and Seattle Sounders. So what do I think is going to be happening here? If we see all the A squads, I think there's a very good chance PSG and Atletico Madrid make it out. If we don't see all the A squads here, I still think PSG is making it out. I think the depth of PSG is very good team. I think they're going to get it out. And I really hope Ousmane Dembele makes it into this tournament and does something special. He's a potential Ballon d'Or winner this upcoming season. In Ligue 1, he got 29 appearances, 21 goals, 6 assists, 96 shots. He's not going to pass up the opportunity to get shots. So I think Dembele and Hakimi, those are two great names right there on this PSG squad. I think they're going to do great. 74% chance to make it out of the group, and I really do think they do make it out of the group. I had them winning. Atletico Madrid, I'm not too big fans of them. Third in the La Liga this past season. They look pretty solid, 22-10-6. Their form looks pretty good. They haven't played in a while, though, is the biggest problem for me. How well are they going to do in this tournament? Are they going to be ready for this tournament? Are they going to bring their A squad? I don't really think so. I think Atletico Madrid does not make it out of the group, and I think Seattle Sounders actually is going to be the follow-up team in this one. They're 6th in the Western Conference in the MLS. It's going to be a long stretch for the Sounders to make it out of this group, but I think being on home soil, a lot to prove here, kind of a little break from the MLS. I think they're going to come out swinging for the fences here. I think the Sounders comes up with runner-up. Botafogo, 6th in the Brazilian Serie A. Nothing too much to talk about for me with them, so I really don't think they're going to make it out of this one at all. They have a 37% chance to make it out of the group, but for me, it's a 0. Group C, we got Bayern Munich, Accrington City, Boca Juniors, and Benfica. Auckland City is out of New Zealand Northern League. They have a 3% chance to get out of the groups. Right now, definitely not making it out. I really don't think even a B squad, Bayern Munich, Benfica, or Boca Juniors is going to lose to Auckland City. So that's a tough one there for the New Zealand squad. So they're not making it out of this group stage. I think Boca Juniors is actually going to get runner-up in this one. I think they're going to have a good chance to make it out. They're in the middle of the season right now. 43% chance to make it out of the group. So not a great chance to make it out, but I'm still going to take them. I think they have a good chance to do something here. Benfica and Bayern Munich. Now, who's going to win it for me? Both teams have the capabilities of winning it. I got Bayern Munich. I mean, Harry Kane, 31 appearances, 26 goals, 8 assists for him. He got his first trophy. I think Munich goes back out and wins out another trophies, and I think this is a good trophy for them to win. I think they're going to go all out on this one, so I think they win the group. I think Benfica just falls up a little bit short. I could see them drawing with Boca Juniors, but I could see them losing on goal differential. So I think they could be tied point-wise, but I think Boca Juniors is going to win on goal differential, which gets them into the knockout stages. All right, Group D, we got Flamengo, Esperança Sporta de Tunis, doubt I said that correctly, Chelsea, and LAFC. Now, this is a group that I do not know much about when it comes to the Tunisian squad. They got 30 games played this last season, 19-9-2, a plus 57 goal differential. So it sounds like they score a lot. There's a player named Youssef Balali, 34 appearances in league, 18 goals, 16 assists. So he's going to be their star. As long as he's playing, there's a good chance Tunisia's squad here will be able to score, but I don't really think there's a good chance they make it out. They have a 10% chance, and I kind of agree with that. Flamengo, 67% chance to make it out of the group. First in the Brazilian Serie A. I think there's a good chance they can make it out, especially because they're in mid-season form, so they're going to be fine, just like the MLS teams right now, LAFC in this one. Chelsea hasn't played in a long time. 38 games played, 29-9, a plus 21 goal differential. Cole Palmer, 15 goals, 8 assists, and 37 appearances in league. They went fourth in the English Premier League this year. I think they take runners up, and I take LAFC to win this. I know I got all 3 MLS teams making it to the group stage. It's most likely not going to happen, but that's hopeful. I'm going to be rooting for the MLS teams just because it's on home soil. Why not go out and do something? In the background, I got the Inter Miami Dolphins look jersey back there. I have an LAFC jersey that I could root on for this, which is probably the only time I'd be rooting for LAFC, mainly because I am an LA Galaxy fan. So, don't get used to it. I'm not going to root for LAFC a lot, but when this kind of tournament comes around, I'm going to root out for the U.S. teams. And I also have a Seattle Sounders one as well. So I'll be rooting for the U.S. teams. Hopefully LAFC does make it out of this group. I think they're going to win. Chelsea with the runner-up. Group E, we got River Plate, Urwana, Red Diamonds, CF Monterrey, and Inter Milan. Now, this is a tough group in my opinion. I think River Plate has a great chance to win this group. I think this is actually going to be a very tough group. I think Red Diamonds is the only one that, to me, is not ready for this group. I think they're not making it out of the Japanese J League there. Monterrey, I think, has a decent chance to make it out, kind of close to home. They don't have to travel too far. They didn't do all that great in league play. They went 7th in the Mexican Liga BBV MX, which was 8-4-5 with a plus 9 goal differential. But Sergio Ramos is on the team. I think that's going to be exciting, so I'll definitely tune in just to watch Ramos. River Plate and Inter Milan are the two big ones in here. I think we're going to see another one of those goal differential things. I think Monterrey gets out as runners up over River Plate, meaning that Inter Milan is going to win the group, in my opinion. I think Inter Milan, as I said at the top of the show, is going to go all out with an A squad. They're going to have to try and win a trophy because they have a great squad. They just got no trophies in their case for the season. I think this is their this is their last chance to win a trophy, but I think this is their chance that they really do want to go in and grab, and I think Inter Milan has a great chance to do it in this group, and I think they make it out as the winners of Group E. All right, we head to Group F now, where we have Fluminense FC. It's a Brazilian team out of Serie A. Borussia Dortmund, Ulsan HD, and Malmaldini. Sundowns FC. That's a South African team right there. I think Dortmund wins this one easy. I do not think there's going to be much of a decision here. I think everybody's in agreement. I think Dortmund wins this one, and I think Fluminense, the Brazilian squad, 75% chance to make it out. I think they're the backup. They're the runner-up in this one. Ulsan and Sundowns, I don't think have much of a chance. I think this is probably one of the most cookie-cutter groups for most people, and I think Group F goes to Dortmund. I think there's not much else to say for this one. We head to Group G now, where we have Manchester City, Wydad AC, Al Ain FC, and Juventus. I think Man City wins easily. I don't think there's going to be a big controversy here on them winning it. I think Juventus comes in with it 2-1-0. I think they get one, maybe draw or even one loss to Man City, but I think they beat up on the other two teams. So I think Man City and Juventus go 1-2 in this group. Not too much controversy, I think, as well on this one. In Group H, we have Real Madrid, Al Hilal, CF Pachuca, and FC Salzburg. Now, I think this could be a very controversial group. I think a lot of people could have certain teams go in. Real Madrid, obviously, I got them as a number one. I'm looking at it as if they have a B squad or an A squad, and I think they got a better squad than all three of those teams, regardless of who they put out there. So Real Madrid 3-0-0 out of the group stage. I got Al Hilal as my runner-up here. They're second in the Saudi Pro League. 34 games played, 23-6-5, a plus 54 goal differential. 41% chance to make it out of the group stage, along with Salzburg, who's got 41% chance. So I think it's a toss-up between those two. I don't mind Salzburg. I think they're okay. Second in the Australian Bundesliga, 16-9-7, a plus 17 goal differential. I think there's a good chance either one of them make it out, but I'm just going to go with Al Hilal. Not really too much reason behind it besides I think it's a coin flip between those two. So I'll just take Al Hilal making it out as the runners-up. All right, so that'll do it for the group stages. Top two teams of the groups make it into the knockout stages. So here are the knockout stages for my predictions. Honestly, my hopefuls of the groups. Not really too much thought into it. Besides, I did do some research here and there. But these are just honestly just hopeful picks. This is what I'll be rooting for. So first round matchup, we got Miami versus Seattle. I got Miami. I think Miami's just better than Seattle, and I can't really go against Messi too much. So I'm going to take Miami over Seattle. Bayern Munich over Chelsea. Give me Munich. I think they're going to be a better squad than Chelsea when it comes to the form here. I got Bayern Munich. Inter Milan versus Fluminense. Again, the Brazilian squad that I cannot say. I think I've said it 4 different times on this episode. Give me Inter Milan. I think, once again, they're going to go all out. It's going to be a squad that they're going to put out. An A squad. Inter Milan makes it through easily. Man City versus Al Hilal. I think this actually could be a pretty good matchup. I got Man City winning a close one here, but I think that's actually a very fun matchup to watch. Next up, PSG versus Porto. PSG, they're going to bring a good squad here to this tournament. So I got PSG winning this one. LAFC versus Boca Juniors, another good matchup here. I think it can go either way, but I'm going to take the nation team, LAFC. I think they're just going to edge out Boca Juniors just a tad bit. Dortmund versus Monterrey. I don't think Monterrey is a better team than Dortmund at all. Give me Dortmund. Moving on. And lastly, Real Madrid versus Juventus. I think this is one of the few upsets we're going to see. I'm going to say Juventus moves on past Real Madrid. Again, I don't know what kind of squad Real Madrid's bringing. If they bring their A squad, there's a great chance they move on pretty easily with Kylian Mbappe and Vinny Jr. But if those guys aren't going to be playing this tournament, there's really honestly not a lot of chance for them just to kind of blow teams out. And I think Juventus might take advantage of that. So I'm going to take Juve moving on past Real Madrid. We head to the second round now where we have Miami versus Bayern Munich. I think Miami's going to win it again. I do not want to go against Messi and Suarez. As long as Suarez hits the back of the net, they're going to score goals. Messi will find him. Busquets will find Messi. Jordi Alba will find Busquets. It's going to be a tic-tac-toe all the way front. As long as Suarez hits the net, they're going to be scoring goals. Give me Inter Miami to move on. Next, we got Inter Milan versus Man City. Again, as I've reiterated, Inter Milan, I think, is going to go all out. Give me Inter Milan to win this game. PSG versus LAFC. Cool matchup for LAFC, but not a fun one to go up against. PSG wins easily. And then lastly, Dortmund versus Juventus. I think if Juventus makes it this far, they're the real deal. I got them moving on past the German squad, Dortmund. I think they're going to move past Real Madrid and Dortmund and honestly turn into like a force to be reckoned with here, moving into the semifinals now, where we have Inter Miami versus Inter Milan. I think it's a very good matchup here. I think if both teams make it this far, either team has a great chance of winning the finals. I'm going to take Miami, mainly because I'm rather see Miami win over Milan. But don't be surprised if Milan makes it to the semifinals and the finals of this tournament. The biggest thing is, will they be able to finish it like the last couple of trophies that they've had chances for? I got Miami, though, winning this one. It's going to be close, though. I think it could be a 1-0 game, but give me Miami. And the other one, we got PSG versus Juventus. I think PSG gets it done. I think, again, PSG wants another trophy in their case, and they already won the treble, so they already got 4. Make it 5 potentially. So I got them going to the final. So it's PSG versus Miami. I think PSG is really just a good squad. Everybody says great praise about them when they were in the Champions League. And obviously in league, there's not a lot of competition against PSG for all those French teams. So PSG rolls by those teams. They rolled by the Champions League, to be honest. And I think they take care of Miami here. And I think they win another trophy. I think they got 5 trophies in their case after this tournament is over. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Miami even makes it this far? Do they even make it out of the group stage? Do you see an MLS team making it out of the group stage and giving it a run? Do you see the European teams dominating this tournament and having all A squads here to try and win the first trophy ever of a FIFA Club World Cup? I don't know really what to expect. I don't know if you guys know what to expect. Very interested to watch this regardless. I think they're all going to be streamed for free on DAZN. I don't know how to sign up for that. I would say look it up, but you can watch all these games for free through that subscription. I doubt that subscription is very difficult to find, so just check out online on how to do that. But games do start on Saturday. Al Ali and Inter Miami. That will be in Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. So check out that. Sunday, you got Bayern Munich versus Aqualand City, PSG versus Atletico Madrid, Palmeiras versus FC Porto, and Botafogo versus Seattle Sounders. So Father's Day, Sunday, you got a lot of games you can watch there as well. So make sure you guys check those games out. I think they're going to be entertaining, and I really hope they are, because if not, it's definitely going to be just a wasted tournament for a lot of these squads. But I'm really hopeful that this is a fun tournament to watch. So hopefully you guys enjoy that and have an awesome Father's Day weekend. Oh, and also real big shout out to Micah Palacio letting us use his music Rodeo as a background sound for this one. So if you guys if you like that song and you want to find out more about him, I'll leave the links down below to his socials, his music, YouTube channel, all that kind of stuff. So big shout out to him. Thank you, Micah, for letting us use your song. Very awesome song. We appreciate you very much. So make sure you guys have an awesome rest of your weekend with your dads out there, and we'll see you guys next week.